Alright, so today I'm gapping the spark plugs for my Focus RS, and these are the NGK 6510s. You can pick them up at any AutoZone or O'Reilly's, and they love to tell you that they are pre-gapped, but they are not. An example of this is, so I got this little feeler gauge for like $5 from O'Reilly's, pretty cheap. It's got all the different measurements you need. The people on the forums and everywhere, and my tuner himself recommends 0.026. You can also run 0.28, anything between 0.26 and 0.28. He recommended 0.26 right on the dot. So I bought this little tool for about $25, I think it was. And just to show you that they are not pre-gapped, I can slip this right in here. And there is indeed some space. You can see it right there between the feeler gauge and the actual little hook on the top of the spark plug itself. So I'm going to go through all four of these, gap them appropriately, and then basically just show you how to do that. So the little dial on the back here is for tightening it. So I can't do this with one hand, so I'm going to turn the phone off and do it real quick. But basically, you just tighten that up until it touches the feeler gauge. You don't want to go too snug on it, but just enough so that it's touching, and that should get you right to 26 thousandths of an inch, and you should be all set. So just to show you that these don't come pre-gapped, this is 35 thousandths right here, which is way off. Try to get this on video. But you can slip it right in, and there's actually room in between. So they do not come pre-gapped, and then I just did little tiny turns with the dial right here to get it to 26 thousandths, and it should still slip in pretty okay, but there should be no wiggle room in between. So one way to check your gap here is I just go down to 28 thousandths, and I just set it in here, and if it just barely won't fit, so it almost, you could sneak it in there, but I'm not going to bother, and then I go back to 26 thousandths here, and then it perfectly goes in, but there's no wiggle room in between, and that is exactly what we want, so it slips right in there.